Ross Barton and Laurel Thomas may be one of the most unexpected couples in Emmerdale, but the biggest surprise is that Laurel is the one who decides to end things. What began as a casual romance soon sees Ross becoming emotionally invested, developing strong feelings, and imagining a more serious future together. Laurel, however, views the relationship very differently and sees it as nothing more than a temporary distraction. In upcoming scenes, Laurel reaches the point where she no longer wants to continue and abruptly brings the romance to an end. Speaking about the storyline, Charlotte explained that everything unfolds rapidly. The relationship becomes intense for a short period before Laurel simply decides she has had enough. Ross is left devastated by her decision. The split comes after several weeks of a secret relationship that developed following their salsa dancing sessions. While Ross grows increasingly attached and starts picturing a future with Laurel, he eventually decides he wants to take her on a proper date. That suggestion immediately alarms Laurel, who realizes Ross is becoming far more serious than she ever intended. For her, the relationship was meant to remain simple and free of complications. Charlotte described Ross as a form of therapy for Laurel, allowing her to enjoy a light-hearted connection after being hurt in a previous relationship. Because of this, she ultimately rejects him, despite expectations that he might have been the one to walk away. The rejection is a major blow to Ross's ego. Nevertheless, Laurel chooses to end things rather than continue a relationship she no longer wants, a decision that leaves Nicola frustrated. Nicola believes her friend should have continued the romance purely for enjoyment. Meanwhile, Laurel remains unaware that Kim Tate has begun to view her as a threat after witnessing what appeared to be a romantic moment between Laurel and Sam Dingle. In reality, Laurel was simply helping him with dance lessons. Kim later shares what she believes she witnessed with Lydia, setting the stage for significant drama. With rumours beginning to spread, will Laurel be forced to reveal her secret relationship in order to protect her reputation? Charity Dingle is set to endure one of the most traumatic experiences of her life in upcoming Emmerdale scenes, as Dr. Caitlin Todd's campaign of intimidation reaches a shocking new level. For weeks, Dr. Todd has been blackmailing Charity after learning the truth about baby Layla's real parentage. Initially demanding £10,000 to keep quiet, she later increased the amount to £100,000 when she discovered Charity owned part of the Woolpack. Throughout the ordeal, Charity's main goal has been protecting Sarah and Jacob from a devastating revelation. Determined to keep the secret hidden, she recently approached Kim Tate with hopes of selling her share of the pub and raising the money Todd demanded. When Kim rejected the proposal, Charity became increasingly desperate. She even attempted to steal money from the safe at Home Farm, but was caught by Lydia Dingle. Despite being discovered, Charity refused to abandon her mission and continued searching for ways to gather the cash. Her next move saw her stealing stock from the depot, allowing her to hand over £30,000 to Todd. However, that payment was far from enough. Enjoying her control over the situation, Todd delivered a chilling ultimatum. She warned Charity that unless the remaining money was paid by the following day, she would expose Layla's true parentage during Sarah's 21st birthday celebration. In upcoming scenes, Todd is seen enjoying a drink at the Woolpack with Manpreet Sharma, while Charity and Jacob prepare decorations for Sarah's party. Todd deliberately corners Charity while helping put up photographs for the event, using the opportunity to make pointed remarks about Layla and the expense of birthday celebrations. Her comments serve as another cruel reminder of the secret hanging over Charity's head. Unable to cope with the pressure, Charity suddenly leaves the pub, claiming she needs to take Moses to football practice. Whether she simply cannot bear being around Todd any longer, or has come up with another desperate plan to raise the money, remains unclear. These scenes will air on June 7th and take place before an even more disturbing incident unfolds. Todd will go on to sexually assault Charity, marking the beginning of a powerful and emotional storyline. The soap will examine the isolation and emotional turmoil that survivors often experience after sexual violence, with a particular focus on the complexities surrounding female-on-female assault. In the aftermath, Charity will find herself struggling to process what happened. She faces a difficult choice between opening up to those closest to her or keeping her pain hidden and dealing with the trauma alone. Producer Sophie Roper explained that the storyline will explore the lasting effects of sexual violence and how power and control play a central role in such abuse. She noted that the story will also highlight the lack of public discussion surrounding assaults committed by women against women and the feelings of loneliness many survivors experience as a result. Despite the difficult subject matter, the storyline aims to show Charity's strength and determination as she begins the long journey of confronting what happened to her and rebuilding her life. Emma Atkins described the plot as one of the most challenging and important stories she has tackled during her time on the show. She explained that while Charity is often viewed as a strong and resilient character, this experience reveals a much deeper vulnerability and emotional pain. She also expressed hope that the storyline may encourage survivors to speak about their experiences and help others better understand the lasting impact trauma can have on a person's life. A major new storyline is on the horizon for Gabby Thomas in Emmerdale, as her interest in healthy living develops into something far more troubling. Producer Laura Shaw has shared fresh details about the upcoming plot, which will focus on Gabby's growing fixation with healthy eating and the dangerous consequences that can follow when such habits become obsessive. As the storyline unfolds, Gabby begins paying increasing attention to her diet and food intake. What starts as a seemingly positive lifestyle change soon takes a darker turn after she encounters harmful content online, influencing her behavior in unhealthy ways. Earlier this year, actress Rosie Bentham hinted that a significant storyline was being planned for her character. The emotional fallout from Ross Barton's rejection plays a key role in the events ahead. After experiencing a series of disappointments in her personal life, including the breakdown of her relationship with Dingle and betrayal from Nikki Milligan, Gabby decides to focus on taking charge of her future and regaining a sense of control. Recent episodes have already shown her embracing a healthier lifestyle, including introducing nutritious menu options at the Hyde. However, viewers will soon see that her commitment to wellness begins to spiral into something much more concerning. Upcoming scenes reveal Gabby celebrating the success of her new food offerings after receiving positive feedback from customers. But once she is alone, she becomes absorbed in social media content that gradually exposes her to more extreme and harmful messages about diet and body image. Discussing the storyline, Laura Shaw explained that it will explore the darker side of obsessive healthy eating and examine how seemingly harmless habits can develop into unhealthy behaviors. She revealed that Gabby's emotional struggles following the loss of Vinny and her rejection by Ross leave her searching for ways to regain control. This leads her to become increasingly focused on monitoring what she eats, with her behavior slowly becoming more extreme. Although her actions initially appear to be part of a healthy lifestyle, the story will demonstrate how obsession can develop and begin to negatively affect someone's well-being. Rosie Bentham also spoke about Gabby's state of mind, describing Ross's rejection as another painful setback for the character. She explained that Gabby has watched Vinny move on and find happiness elsewhere, leaving her feeling stuck and uncertain about her own future. While she remains dedicated to her career and ambitions, she is still searching for validation and stability in her personal life. Emmerdale airs on weekdays at 8 p.m. on ITV1 and is also available to stream on ITVX.